Southwark lies to the south of London's River Thames and is a tremendous and vibrant place to live and work. The borough's landmarks are as diverse as the community that live there, encompassing the famous Borough Market with all its British produce and iconic buildings such as Shakespeare's Globe Theatre and the Tate Modern. It is also home to some 20,000 Muslims who have integrated into the borough's rich cultural community. Piece by Piece was created by Southwark Council as part of their Safer Communities project and is the fruit of 6 months' hard work with the borough's Muslims. The exhibition brings together the stories of 17 Southwark Muslims, showing a collective mix of age, ethnicity and gender, allowing each to tell their story of life in the borough and think aloud about some of the issues that are important to Muslim communities living in Britain today.
We're calling it Piece by Piece because the word Islam in Arabic means peace, and these are pieces of Islamic lives, the bits and pieces of ordinary Muslims who live in Southwark, capturing the things that happen to them, the things that exercise their minds, the things that are of concern to them, and reflecting those together in this exhibition. Muslims live side by side with non-Muslims, and that's how it should be. So that's what we're capturing in this exhibition, is the reality of that. And I suppose in that sense, Southwark is a very good example for other parts of, not just the UK, but other parts of the world, as to how things could and should be.
The exhibition hopes to share the truth about Islam, dispelling myths and confronting misunderstandings and stereotypes. Showing Muslims as ordinary people is something London taxi driver Erbil Celebi feels is very important. He was born in the area and worships at Southwark's Turkish mosque every day. Having spent most of his life driving London streets, he knows the city and his own borough better than most people. He wanted to get involved in the exhibition to speak about the real meaning of life as a moderate Muslim. To him, it involves following a balanced path and keeping a check on your own ego, staying even-tempered and avoiding excess.
There's not a lot of difference between the way people live their lives or want to live their lives here than they would in anywhere else in the world, whether they're a Muslim country or a Christian country or whatever, these labels. But the truth of the matter is, people are people. People perhaps pray differently, may look differently, but in Islam, you can't judge people. You shouldn't judge people, You should really be more interested in judging yourself and your own behaviour. So consequently, that is something that immediately, if you practice that or try to practice it to the best of your ability, should give you a positive outlook on things. So Muslims in general are, if they're very sincere, are concerned with that.
By reflecting the lives of ordinary Muslims living in Southwark, Piece by Piece aims to create a better understanding of the vital contributions they make to society. Rabia Ahmed works at City Hall as part of the Mayor of London's team. She hopes that her chosen career path will demonstrate that the place of women in Islam is often misunderstood, and that her religion has not prevented her from following and achieving her ambitions.
Being a woman and being Muslim and family and my daughter, I don't think it's correct when people say that I should stay home and my only job is to look after my husband and care for my child. Yeah, that is one big part of my life, but being a Muslim, it doesn't stop me from going out and doing what I want to do and building a career, because this is what I'm doing. And I think many Muslim women are portrayed as just being a carer for the husband and cleaning and cooking for the husband. Yeah, I do that, but I do it because I want to do it.
The women featured in the exhibition play active roles in their community as teachers, medical professionals and civil servants. Volunteer worker Saray Kamara says she feels cherished as a Muslim woman, and the Quran has confirmed to her that she is not an inferior being. Piece by Piece gives its subjects a voice to challenge the stereotypes they face as Muslim women. Razida Badu works at the Southwark Muslim Women's Association, which aims to provide Muslim women with the skills, confidence and qualifications they need to help them enrich their lives within Muslim traditions. In this way, it fuses communities together to create a truly multicultural and vibrant society. By promoting better knowledge and understanding within the Muslim community, the people that the centre reaches also contribute to that society for the benefit of all.
One of the jobs, responsibility is to sort of develop the higher education project, and with different courses. And it's a very sort of, you feel very happy doing that. I feel very, very happy, because if I can bring a smile on somebody's face, I think it's been worth it. And you can see how people have been empowered. You can see the changes in front of you. People came in very shy, won't talk, and they've opened up, they can do the challenges, they're really ready to face life outside the center, because we've always said that we're only here for a short while. We want to get people to move on in life. We're only bridging between the community and the mainstream.
The job of being a spiritual leader is one that continues to the end of life. Imam Professor Dawood Noobi has been involved with interfaith work all over the world for decades, but has been based in the UK and London for the past 17 years. In that time, he has watched Southwark change for the better as the wider society realise Islam is a religion of peace.
Part of my work is to help people to understand the religion of Islam better than they do, and even Muslims to understand how to practice Islam in an effective way for their own good, as well as for the good of the wider society, especially in a society where people of different faiths live, people from different cultural backgrounds live together. It's been quite a challenging thing, but I think I've enjoyed it.
The images in Piece by Piece give a snapshot of life of Southwark's Muslims. The portraits capture and reflect ordinary moments, showing their subjects at home, at work or at play. By highlighting the important contribution Muslims make to their community, this hopes to spark a dialogue between Muslims and non-Muslims, and tackles head-on the involvement of some British Muslims in acts of violent extremism.
In talking to their colleagues and in talking to their friends who are not Muslims, to sort of say, this is what we are, this is what we do, we don't really believe in terrorism, we don't condone suicide bombings and stuff, and I think that's the only way. I mean, this is an exhibition which should hope to prompt that debate, and once it goes a certain distance, people should be able to continue talking about it.
Jihad is a misused term and misunderstood term greatly, because our Prophet, peace be upon him, he said the greatest jihad you will ever face is against your own ego, your own self. Now, if we think about that, if you can control your own self in everything you think, do and say, you know, you're going to analyse it constantly. If you do that, you know, you are on a healthy path, because you know in your own conscience, everybody knows if they say or do something wrong. If you analyse that, it's tough, very difficult, it's a high station to achieve. But if we work at that, you know, lots of problems, not just in the Islamic community or the Islamic world, but in the whole world, would really have a whole new slant to it.
Piece by Piece creates a platform for debate, and is an important recognition and celebration of the vital contribution Muslims make to society. In a city where different faiths live side by side, it ultimately aims to show through its stories that all humans have the same goals in life, no matter what their religion.